And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We're continuing Trump time with our guests, Dr. Dietrich von Biedenfeld and Dr. David Branham. Guys, what we have seen since the death of Charlie Kirk, a lot of infighting with conservative pundits, bloggers, influencers, podcasters out there, from Megyn Kelly to Candace Owens to Ben Shapiro. What is going on? Why are they fighting among themselves?
Well, unfortunately, I would say they're seeing an opening. They see a chance to get the stage more. So when they see that, they're going to jump on it. You see these basically pundits that are going around and looking for any way that they can get attention, any way they can get on camera, any way they can get viewers. And so when they see an opportunity with Charlie Kirk, where somebody like him who was very popular, and now they want to see if they can actually take his place or take that spotlight away. That's kind of what I think is going on here. And so to me, it's kind of sad that that's what's going on now, and that you couldn't grab that spotlight before, that you had to use something like the assassination of Charlie Kirk to do this.
And so, Dr. von Biedenfeld, are they trying to get Charlie Kirk followers, those who supported Kirk, those who may be sympathetic after his death, looking for a conservative voice out there? And for those who are wondering, because some people really some people never heard of Charlie Kirk until he died. And for those who don't realize his power, just how powerful was he?
Well, I'm going to take that cynical route in a way of Dr. Branham. The power is measured in the millions of dollars and the thousands, hundreds of thousands of views on videos. So a lot of his power and influence were statements that perhaps we might have something as eloquent in Dr. Branham's classroom, but maybe with an audience of 40 persons and not recorded and rewatched hundreds of thousands of times. So a lot of that power is a base that has financing, because this was a medium for very established figures to see their identities to some degree a return to 1950s America values and demographics. And so a lot of those people who might have seen that value, who had deep pockets, were financing in this area. And so I agree with Dr. Branham that this is a great time for those individuals to take someone who cannot speak for themselves anymore, and rather than taking a time of mourning or reflection, they're going to say, these millions of dollars, these millions of views, I can capitalize on just like a hashtag, right? And say, now that I can hashtag Charlie Kirk, I can now draw this sphere of influence to myself, and recognizing that a lot of these people are financed solely through social media contracts and things related to their identity. They don't have multiple degrees. A lot of them are very proud of the fact that they don't have these degrees that might allow them to be consultants on the side to make money and then be pundits, or to be professional journalists. So they're really capitalizing on those one-hit wonders and hoping that they can get a view with enough hits to say, here's the monetization, right? Because you got to get so many. And so I think really at this time, it's a lot of people who are identifying, and even if they didn't really know him well in the real world, or if he didn't recognize them, we've seen even people like Nick Fuentes come out and say, and draw on that identity and say, oh, now my brand is being elevated because of my association, even though they disagreed on many things.
Right. Well, a lot of this stuff is really sad, too, because it really doesn't even have to do with politics sometimes. It's just infighting between the people.
Turf war.
Exactly, and they're going back and forth about like a ring or something like that, something that's really ridiculous.
And you have some juggernauts out there like Tucker Carlson and Joe Rogan. I mean, is it worth it to them? They already have millions of followers,
I don't know why
Joe and Tucker.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, they have millions of followers. They're not going anywhere unless they want to. And this getting attention in this manner doesn't make sense to me.
But how much is enough? A little more. And so in that sense, if there's a vacuum,
it's all money in your pocket.
Nature abhors a vacuum. And so you think, if I can get those 30,000 followers that unfollow this group because of something they said, that's another $30,000 for me each year.
Sure, but you know, with Charlie Kirk is not going away. Its business is not going away. He was assassinated, but people are going to be watching Charlie Kirk for years and years to come. Martin Luther King was never gone. Martin Luther King's message still resonates today, over and over and over again, over a half century after his passing. So Charlie Kirk is going to be in the same position. Now, he may not be as big as Martin Luther King, but he is going to be popular for a very long time, and his message will continue.
All right. You know, you'll probably offend a lot of people with that statement comparing him to Dr. King, but
Well,
you know,
I'm just
you're an analyst. You're analyzing. You're analyzing.
comparing the popularity, but yeah.
There you go. Dr. David Branham, Dr. Dietrich von Biedenfeld, thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor. And remember, you can go hang out at the Pumpkins
Got the
Festival.
slide back here.
Yeah, go check it out.